All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Africa Discipline Agile Meet Hub. And it's the first one for the year, and I just want to say thank you for really showing up early today. It's just about an hour, and so we're going to give people maybe a couple of more minutes to join us. And while we are doing that, I've asked people to just put in the chat box to let us know where they're calling or joining from. Right now, I've got myself joining from Melbourne, Australia. Pamela is joining from the UK. Shegun from Oyo, Nigeria. Moshood, Lagos, Nigeria. Elizabeth from Kenya, thank you for joining. Anakin from Lagos. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. That's from Pamela. It's February. Yes, it's the first one we took January off. And of course, Wisal is joining from Doha in Qatar. Nkechi from Lagos. Let it keep coming. Let it keep coming. And I'll look at that very, very soon. All right, so I want to do a few assignment here before we start so that we can have people supporting behind the scene. All right, Andrea from the Bahamas. It's 2 p.m. I know. So we have people all around the globe, different time zones, and it's 10 p.m. in from Wasal's place. And that's thank you so much for joining as well. I think Wasal is from the Middle East as well. Okay, cool. All right. So, well, I think we're ready to roll. Make post. Yes. And of course, I want to make this. Beautiful. All right, cool. Joseph is joining from Anambra, Nigeria. Oh, yes, Wesal is joining from Qatar. I am right on that one. All right, thank you so much. Let's go straight into it. We are 4 minutes into the meeting. As you know, this is the Africa Discipline Agile meetup. And before we start, as usual, I just really want to let us know the objective while we are here, just in 1 minute. This is a group committed to promoting the real value of agile and lean practices. And we just support people and individuals and organizations across Africa and across the world. If you really want to develop your practices, project management practices, you are here. And of course, we have built a community over a couple of years and we're still going strong. What we do is we show up once a month unless there is a need for us to cancel it. And so that is that's what we do. All right, so this is brought to you by Pitt Lauren Consulting. That's the organizations that I support. And we are an authorized training partner. So if you have training needs, talk to us. We will be able to support you. Today is a town hall. It is not one of those sessions where we just download a lot of things to you, practical tips. It is where we just come together as a community and we have a discussion or we just look at the year. We normally start a year with this kind of session. This is where I come to say, well, this is the ideas for this year. And based on that, we will all collaborate. Let's see how we go into today. So today we'll be looking at Beyond Agile, Innovating Project Management and Technology. And this is coming from us because we are beginning to see the trend in the marketplace. And the best way to prepare ourselves is to begin to talk about it, take a step in 2025, and really take the best of the market. So like I said, it is it is a town hall meeting, or yeah, for all of us. So you're a member of the valued member of this community, and then we want to hear from you. All right, so if you're here, you probably know me. My name is Peter Motoshow, and like I said earlier on, I support Pete Lauren Consulting and volunteer over there. I lead transformations in large organizations across several countries, and also particularly in Australia, where I live. All right, so what are we going to do today? A couple of things. I'm just going to talk about the keynote for 2025, what I think based on consultation with a few members of the community, what we want to look at for 2025. And then we engage in open discussion. We will hear from you in an interactive, poll, and we will together shape the future. All right, Femi, I can see that from Abuja, and of course, Ajibade from Lagos as well. All right, Bettain from Warri, and Joseph from Anambra. Thank you for all for joining today. And Israel from Down Under here. Welcome on board. All right, so the question is, why is going beyond Agile essential in 2025? Now, some of the things you can see on the screen are not new. Evolving business needs, cross-disciplinary collaboration, outcome-driven focus, scaling challenges, prominence of emerging technologies, right? Organization continues to face increasing, complexity, and also faster market changes. So we, as individuals and the organizations we work for, need to be more adaptable to these approaches. Now, in terms of the way we collaborate, success depends on, bridging Agile with other domains. We know that. We know that, Agile delivery, kind of emphasizes success in the future because it focuses on business outcomes, it focuses on customer value, it focuses on long-term impact. We know all of these. However, emerging technologies like AI, cloud solutions, cybersecurity, the demand for these areas is actually showing that the flexible nature of Agile alone may not be able to fully address this because the rate of change is really faster than ever. And this emerging technology that is spreading like wildfire has come to take the world by storm. So, talking about the prominence of emerging technologies, you can see what I've got on the screen. These are about 10 of them, right? So, and they are positioned to significantly impact various industries. In fact, they are definitely doing that at the moment, right? Which means they are not only shaping the current technological landscape, but also paving the way for future innovations, right? You probably have heard about generative AI. There is also agentic AI that is here right now. Cybersecurity, the bad guys are here, still tormenting people, and so we need to be one step or two steps ahead of them. 5G expansion, blockchain, edge computing, and so on and so forth. With all of this, we also have the challenges that come with it. We have the opportunities that come with it. So, which takes me to the next slide, right? The first box talks about the emerging tech trends, right? AI and automation, right? Machine learning and AI are definitely transforming industries. They are driving efficiencies. They are enhancing decision making, right? When you look at automation, for example, particularly in cybersecurity, in project management or even customer service. It's gaining traction, right? And so these are trends that are here to stay with us. Cybersecurity and privacy, for example, every single time, everywhere you turn, there are data breaches going on. So there is a heightened focus on cybersecurity and privacy. In fact, the fact is companies are leveraging on these available advanced threat detection, and they are investing heavily in cybersecurity and privacy because nobody or no organization. Oh, someone say they can't see my screen. Is that true?
I can see it.
Okay,
Visible,
cool.
I can see it as well.
All right. And again, that
Visible
direct message, I think
is
you might need.
visible to me.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. I just really confirmed that. So just try to check from your side any kind if that's okay. All right, we keep going. So I was talking about the emerging trend. For example, remote work and hybrid work. This has come to stay, right? People are now they prefer to work remotely or hybrid. For example, I go to work once a week. For example, I go to the office once a week. The shift to remote work has definitely accelerated digital transformation. It comes with its opportunities for flexible working arrangement. Organizations are actually looking at the financial, benefits, and also people are looking professionals are looking for the flexibility that comes with it. Cloud computing, and of course, I'll talk briefly on green tech and sustainability. Yeah, sustainability itself is becoming an integral part of several sectors. We see renewable energy, we see carbon capture, sustainable supply chains. All of these are gaining traction. With all of these emerging trends, what we've got are the challenges. Now, there has never been a better time to capitalize on these trends because the skill shortages are massive, right? There is a shortage of skilled professionals, especially in, cybersecurity, for example. Most of you must have heard about AI. AI is springing up, everywhere you look. Every time we see news about what AI is doing. Data science, all of these, they are actually, the skills shortage in all of these areas. It's actually a barrier to adopting these new technologies. We have data security. I've spoken a little bit about security earlier on. Integration complexity, cyber threats is increasing. Sophisticated cyber attacks everywhere, ransomware, phishing, and these are challenges to organization, and they need people like you, people like me, to continue to work in these areas. And of course, there is a global economic uncertainty. And these shifts and market volatility create challenges for businesses trying to innovate, so to say. So, like I said, all of these bring about great opportunities. Opportunities in AI-powered innovation, in cross-industry collaboration. Digital transformation is still there. Maybe not agile digital transformation alone now, but digital transformation is a big umbrella. There are massive investment in cybersecurity, I mentioned that, and also sustainable practices. So where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going to the fact that we're looking for a spot. And before we get there, let's look at Agile as a connector, right? Agile, as we know, provides the framework or set of frameworks to respond quickly to change. and also integrate new innovations as seamless as possible. So it is imperative for individuals and members of this community, most importantly, to improve or continue to be agile, because it enables flexibility to adopt emerging technologies. We've laid the foundation that emerging technologies is here to stay, and they are continuously, spreading like wildfire. It fosters a culture of incremental delivery in quick feedback, adaptability, the acceleration that it brings when it comes to implementation of new ideas is key, especially through continuous delivery process. So Agile is a connector here. So also the background that project manager brings as an enabler is quite important because it provides the structure to scale and sustain innovation efforts. Now, you will argue that, oh, Agile is a form of project management. Yes. But again, there are gray areas around how all of these methods, how they interface. And this is why I try to talk about Agile and then talk about project management as a whole, as an enabler. And this is because it ensures innovation is delivered effectively by balancing all the parameters that are needed so that quality will be high, time or schedule will be on point, and the scope of our deliverables or our delivery will be quite good. Cross-functional collaboration, right? There is no one-man army, and a tree does not make a forest. We like proverbs in Africa. So project management definitely facilitate cross-functional collaboration. And, these days, hybrid approaches are quite popular because they help to manage complex initiatives. That's when you merge agile and traditional approaches. There are so many of them. So there's a push towards being agnostic this time around. And we need subject matter experts to be able to interpret the environment that a particular initiative or project is operating so that the correct or the most appropriate approach or set of approaches can be used, whether agile, whether traditional, or a set of these opportunities or approaches or methodologies, if you like. So project management is definitely an enabler. All right, tech as a catalyst. We've laid the foundation that technology accelerates innovation, and it does this by providing the tools that you need, providing the capabilities that you need for new solutions to thrive. So all of these advances in emerging technologies such as AI, cybersecurity, cloud, automation, they drive innovation. So no matter how good you are with your methods, with your agile delivery, with your project management methodology, if you do not really use tech as a catalyst, the drive towards innovation may be stopped. So this will lead to faster and smarter decision making with real-time data. Yep, I've been able to see some teams trying to use, AI, for instance, for real-time data operations, and what they get is faster than what any human being can actually bring on board. So if this is done very well, what we will see is if we power our new ways of working through digital transformation. Like I said, it's not the first time you're hearing digital transformation, but with technology at our fingertips and the use of it, especially in emerging tech, the sky is not even the limit, it's the starting point. All right. With this, like I said, we are looking for that sweet spot where we combine all three domains, where these three domains intersect. When we get to that point, right, we will be able to see organizations that can reduce time to market, especially for new innovations, right? The minimum business increment for new innovations will just go high. We will see organizations that can enhance collaborations across disciplines. And we are seeing this, we've been seeing this with Agile, but we're going to the next level. We will see rapid response rates, to technological changes, to customer demands, and we will see organizations that build resilient systems that adapt to emerging threats, especially in cybersecurity. Well, for example, we see in Australia, where I live, we see, the threat every single day. Every single day, we see the threat. We see the threat every single day, and there are, organizations that are building resilient systems to deal with these threats. All right, so my charge to you with this short, with this short, uh, my charge to you is moving forward in 2025, right? I want you to, continue to embrace agile practices, to stay flexible. I also want you to use project management to continue to deliver scalable and sustainable innovation, and also leverage emerging technologies to accelerate your initiatives. And what I want to ask is, how will you drive innovation at the intersection of agile, of project management, and technology this year? That is $1 million question to you. And I want you to answer that as a member of this community. I want you to answer that as a professional, because emerging tech is here to stay. Project management is really a key to delivering value, and agile is a way to making sure that we continue to deliver value, not only to our customers, but to the organization we support. So it has come to a time where we want to hear from you, right? And I will say, let's go on to the interactive poll. And if you have any question about what I've shared, please drop it on the chat. We will deal with that at some point. But today, it's just quickly a quick summary of what I have, because we just can't rock up here without gaining something. And that's why I did that with the first 20 minutes thereabouts, so that we can spend good time in really interacting. So we just want to hear your voice. We just want to see what we are going to go to in the year 2025. What challenges should we tackle as a community in 2025? So my brain trust, if you can please just drop that in the chat, the link to the interactive poll, and so that people can join while you're doing that. And of course, you can also scan the code as well, I believe, with your mobile device, and then you'll be on the menti.com or menti.com. All right, so while we do that, all right, beautiful. Let me do this. I really want to see if we have. All right, thank you so much. I will just drop that in the chat. 1 minute, please, so that all of us can partake. You can use the code 56371554 to join as well. And let me see if I can. All right, beautiful. Also, you can also see that on my screen, you can see the QR code. If you scan that with your mobile device, you can join the poll. You can join the poll. Good. I can see just 10 people on the poll at the moment. You can see just 10 people on the poll at the moment. If you can just join, that will be great. 11, that is growing. Scan the code or go to mentee.com and use the code 56371554. Volunteers, if you can please drop that in the chat, that would be good as well, the code for the mentee.com. All right, it's growing 14. So the first question is, how confident are you about Agile's future in your organization? How confident are you? All right, very optimistic. This is great. Moderately confident, neutral, uncertain, facing challenges, right? Is Agile facing challenges in your organization? Is it really uncertain? You just don't know, right? Or is it neutral? Well, whether it's good or bad, I'm just sitting on the fence, or you're moderately confident or very, very optimistic. All right. All right. Thank you, guys, for putting that in the chat. All right, good. Looks like there is a high confidence rate, very high confidence rate, very high confidence rate, which is good, 13 to only one facing challenges. I like this. I like this. That means we're still we're still in the market, which is good. All right, for you, what would be the biggest game changer in project delivery by 2025 this year? What will be the biggest game changer in project delivery this year? What will be the biggest game changer in agile delivery this year? Hmm. Wow. Okay. The biggest. Looks like we have a quorum here. All right. Yeah. Hybrid methodology. Someone said that. And also awareness, cybersecurity awareness. But AI is really okay. Hybrid technology methodologies too. This is great. All right. Hmm. Okay, I'll give it one more minute before we go on. Okay, looks like hybrid method is increasing. Will it catch up with AI and automation? Maybe not. 17 to 4. Hmm. All right. So whatever we share in all of this, right? it's going to shape what we'll be focusing on in the year as well with what we discuss, in the meetup, because we are at a point where we're curating, topics for the year as well. So your input will be very much valuable just to let you know. So we've got 18 for AI and automation. We've got 4 for hybrid methodologies, and we've got 1 for cyber security and awareness. Remote and distributed work, well, yep, and cloud computing, no vote for now. Okay, cool. That's all right. All right, this is where you will have your say. What topics should we discuss in 2025? From your point of view, what would you like us to discuss? What would you like us to discuss? If there is any topic, that you would like to see in the meetup this year, what would that be about? What would that be about? You feel free to have your short answers because they are recommended.
This
What
is
would
a season of joy. Keep one after the other.
construction management and AI? All right, less frameworks, more value delivery. Okay. Community collaborations, about that you will hear a little bit more right now. The use of AI in Agile project management. Oh, okay. Tools and application. Keep it coming. Tools, okay. All right, so this is kind of sorting everything. All right, this is good. Keep it coming, keep it coming. We have 6 groups already, or 6 categories. Okay, there are new responses coming. What would you like us to discuss? All right, so we've got 6 categories, and interestingly, with the new responses, let's see how we can categorize that. Oh, this is great. We've got a lot here, and let's categorize them. All right, beautiful. All right, so there are about 31 response, 32. This is great. Project management, the use of AI in project delivery, simplification as a service. Wow, this is interesting, interesting topic. Construction management and AI, the future of work vis-a-vis Gen AI adoption in the workplace. AI is actually quite popular here. AI in transformation, role of AI and automation in smart city projects. Okay. The future of agile coaches and scrum master role. Yeah, I think we can do justice to that. We've got quite a number of experts in the room that can help us in this particular one. AI, cybersecurity, and discipline agile. Discipline agile. Okay, interesting. Cybersecurity, AI, and agile roles. The future-proof skills. This is interesting. Those are HR related. Okay, interesting. Outcome-driven leadership. And of course, we've got a couple of other areas as well, value-driven delivery. Delivery, delivery, delivery. I think we've been talking so much about delivery because every time we come to this session, there is at least a few tips that you can take to your workplace and apply right away. So we will continue to do that. Emotional intelligence as well. Right. All right, so no worries. We will look at this and with the brain trust, we will see how all of these work out throughout the year, and you will be getting to see interesting topics. I think we have much more than enough topics for the year already. Thank you for your participation. All right, so let's talk about real world challenge that you're facing today in your project management work, in tech or in agile, whatever you work with in your workplace or in your, in your volunteering position. What is the biggest challenge right now? This is also for us to curate topics for us this year. So what would you say that is? Real world challenges. What are the real world challenges that you're facing, particularly in project management, tech, and 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 agile, automation? Yep, automation. Yep, I agree with that. Okay. Just keep it simple and short so that we can begin to see what we think. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to project management, when it comes to tech, when it comes to, agile? Okay. Yep, resistance to change, which is quite important. We keep talking about these every time. It keeps coming up. It's aging, but still agile because it's a problem that probably has come to stay. All right, leadership engagement is coming strong. Politics. That might be a good thing we can really discuss because I think whether we like it or not, office politics or company politics will always be there. How can you deal with it and thrive? That might be a good one as well. Okay. And we can see quite a number of people think, leadership engagement is one of the challenges that you're facing. Yep. Okay. Company politics is also another one. Emotional intelligence. Okay. Office politics is there. We can categorize that as the same. Upskilling workers, coping with the flow of work. All right. Redefining agile role. All right. Oh, cool. We just gave a couple of maybe one extra minute or two on this particular slide. I think we have a clear winner here. It's about leadership. We want to hear more about leadership as well, just to see how we can, address some of these challenges that you have in your workplace. These are very, very good insights and data for us to use as a community. Yeah. Command and control, that is also a little bit have to do with leadership as well. Hey, hi. Interestingly, that's interesting. All right. So, if you can just put your thumbs up if you think we should go ahead to the next one. Just thumbs up on your device. All right. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. All right. We will go ahead on this one. Now, this is the question that I want to ask you because we've been thinking about this for some time. Currently, the name of this meetup is Africa Disciplined Agile Meetup. Africa Disciplined Agile Meetup. Should we change the name of our meetup? What do you think? Should we change the name of our meetup? Keep the current name if it works. Change the name. Let's refresh. I am open to header. What do you think? Should we change the name of our meetup? Hi, Andrea, you raised your hand up.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. Do you have a proposed name in mind?
That will be in the next slide. I don't have one yet. Well, I've got one, but I don't want to impose that. So let's see what the community think. I just want to throw it to the community and see what they think.
All right, now I know how to vote on this slide.
Keep the current name, it works. We kind of have a balanced opinion, to be honest. All right. I'm open to header. Change the name. Let's refresh. Okay, we've got 20 people who have voted already. I will just wait for a couple of more minutes and then we'll go to the next slide as well. All right. All right. Okay, cool. I think we can keep going now. Thank you. So, if you want it changed, what should we call it? If you want it changed, what should we call it? What should we call the name of our meetup, of our community? Just your responses here. And there is no guarantee that we're going to change or choose it, but it's just really capturing what people feel about the name of the community. Oh, okay. Just removing the Africa. I love that. Fits place. That's an interesting feedback. I'll love to hone it. Unfortunately, I don't want to hone it. Agile meetup. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Start with Y. Let's go Agile. Interesting. These are interesting. Very good. Africa Agile Club. That sounds like a political party. Hey, hey, see progress. uh, all right, Agile across continent. Ooh, interestingly, this is also AAC, Agile across continent. Beautiful. Oh, that's what we say. We have some brain trust in the house, people that can think, on your toes. All right. Yep. I know there are just a couple of people. Okay, Agile together. That's another one. And Global Agile made up. Oh, interesting. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, well, consider this with a brain trust, and then we see how how this goes. I'll just really try to categorize these before we go. Let's see what we've got. The common themes. All right, Agile meetup, discipline Agile meetup, and okay, cool. This doesn't really categorize it very well. Problem solving peeps, Agile emotion. All right, let's go on. Thank you for those ideas. All right, Palladius, you've got your hands up.
Yes, actually, I wanted to ask before we proceed, maybe you should tell us how did it come to, you called it Africa Agile Meetup at first. The
All
origin
right,
of,
cool.
yes.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. So there is a personal story to that. There's a personal. Let me go back a little bit before we go to that. There's a personal story to that. So a couple of years ago, I needed to hire someone to support me in my work here in Australia, and I was looking for someone that kind of looks similar to me, that can work with me and also bring someone ahead. And I couldn't find. So I had to look for someone else to hire. And that shows that there is a gap here, even here in Australia for Africans to really get to speed when it comes to leadership, when it comes to project management, and agile, most importantly, at that point in time. I was looking for an agile coach to work with me, a scrum master. Now, so I started an initiative here in Australia which yielded good result. Now, have and a few others have been vocal in Africa about agile, about project management for quite a while. And I see that every time I go there to present, the gap is still there. Particularly 2018, I visited Nigeria, and it was massive and the gap was there. So that came up to say, okay, cool. Let's us begin to show up once a month, bring practical tips, simple tips that people can apply at work. And that's why that was born. So that was born out of the need that I found, or the gap that I found in the market. And I called it agile, discipline agile, because at that point in time, I I am an ambassador. I want to say I was an ambassador, but I am still an ambassador of discipline agile. And I just thought the agnostic nature of discipline agile will help people understand it the better, because people will go for a 2-day course and say, I know about agile. They only know about Scrum. So I thought about agnostic agile. of Discipline Agile, and that's where the name came from. And it has stuck with us. We have done a lot of good work on that one, and it will still continue to do good work. But Beyond Agile is where we are now, because now we're looking at tech, which we started last year. If you remember, we're talking about cloud computing, we talk about architecture, we talk about some tech things last year. But this year we want to really do more about that. So Palladius, that is just a background story, the backstory. So let's see how we go this year. All right, cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. In one word, how are you feeling about 2025? Bold. I like this. How are you feeling about 2025? Ready, optimistic. Okay. How are you feeling? Just in one word. Excited. Yep. You feeling excited? Are you feeling bold? Are you feeling optimistic? Feeling determined? Anxious? I'll be keen to understand that. So the person or the people, for the people, just dropping that in the chat. If you, I know we were maybe joined a bit late. We have a Menti code on the screen, 56371554. Although this is almost late now, but yep, just to let you know, we have a couple of answers in the chat. Someone said bold, someone said gritty, home, confident. All right, yeah, that's all right. Timid. So for the people who have said anxious and timid, if you can just reach out to me, I would like to have a chat, just to know what is on your mind and how we can help. There are a couple of people I can also work with to support if that's what you need at this point in time. So just reach out. The idea is to help us move from being anxious to being confident, from being timid to being confident as well, right? I feel responsible. That's a good one, right? Bright. Ha ha ha, high. I like the high. It's really high. The high is high. Great, great. All right. There are 25 or 26 responses now, and I think optimistic and confident taking the day. This is good. This is good. So let's keep it. Let me just respond to, yep, beautiful. All right, so I think that's 28, which is good. Confident and optimistic. So let's keep going. Let's be confident. Let's be optimistic. And we take it from there. So that's the end of the poll. Thank you for participating. We're going to use this, take these insights. We're going to take this data and work behind the scene and definitely come back to you, curate very good sessions this year for you. So I just invite you, the action plan is I invite you to take part in community effort, just like we are doing. At the minimum, show up once a month. Let's build this community. Let's continue to collaborate. Let's continue to take part or in upcoming events, in upcoming workshops. There might be collaborative project that will be coming up, and we will definitely share with you in the coming weeks or months. We have 10 months in front of us to do amazing stuff together. There are some volunteers who have been part of the house, right? And they have done amazing work in the last couple of weeks since 2025 started. I just want to call them out, and you will hear more about them. The names are on the screen: Ebenezer, Hade, Wissal, Palladios, Babajide, Anakin, Razak, Billy, Chikeze, Jimo, Josepha, and Tamika. Thank you so much for your support in the last few days. It's been really, really amazing, which means this year is going to get even better. So it's been a one-man show with my brain trust in the last couple of years. Right now, we've got massive support from these 12 people on the screen. So let's see how we go this year. So thank you for supporting. I sincerely celebrate your time and effort. And of course, we know our brain trusts. They continue to show up. Come rain, come shine. Patrick, I can see you always on camera every single time, concentrating and helping out. So I do my heart. Pamela, of course. Thank you so much for your support. Femi is not here today, and Mary is not here today, but those 4 people have been quite supportive. If we have massive knowledge requirement, they are happy and willing always to step up, right? You know, sometimes I show up and I'm not really up there because of life, of any certain things, and they are there to just say, Pete, let's do it. So thank you so much for your support. 2025, the word of a great job is more work. So more work coming your way this year. Thank you so much. And also, next month, we have seen today that the yearning for AI is high, right? Almost everyone says AI. You want to see more of AI. It looks like we have read your mind. So we are going to talk about AI for project managers in March. On March 19, Grace Johnson will come and we'll talk about AI for project managers. Even if you are not a project manager, this will be a good opportunity. This will be a good opportunity for you to attend and know what is expected in the project management space, right? So we will expect to see you next March, and spread the news. Let people come over, enjoy, be part of the people that we use emerging technologies for your work, for yourself in 2025. All right, before I go to the next slide, I think there is something from Femi, Oluwafemi, to respond to your earlier, that's in the chat, by the way, to respond to your earlier call to action about the intersection of agile project management, tech. 2 words came to mind. Number 1, adoption and implementation. Okay, I believe for many, the challenge starts from getting stakeholder buy-in with growing emerging trends, especially in technology, AI, and Gen AI. PMs will have their jobs cut out for them, especially with stakeholder engagement. A lot can be achieved when we pivot these 3 indicators well. Wow, thank you so much for that. Patrick has responded to you, and I think we can really definitely have that conversation in the chat, and we can see where the school of thought is. But I can tell you that your job is not going anywhere. That's one thing. You need to continue to upskill And for the brain trust here, they will tell you right from the beginning of our career, we've upskilled and upskilled and upskilled, right? And that is the story of our lives, right? And I don't just show up here to tell you theory. It's what I am practicing, and all of them are practicing as well. As a matter of fact, last weekend, I just defended another master's degree, you know, which means that is done, right? The next one is what we're looking at. So we keep upscaling in our project management, workload, in the emerging technologies workload and stuff like that. So, but let the conversation continues on the chat. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Josepha. All right, cool. And so the big one, let us look at the PMI PDU code for this month. Brain trust and volunteers, if you can drop that in the chat, that will be amazing as well. Please drop that in the chat, the PDU code. So you can claim 1.5 PDUs as part of being in the meetup today. But while we are doing that, thank you, Palladius. While we are doing that, if there is any question, any comment you want to add, please put that in the chat as well. Now, the call out, while we are waiting for comments, for the code for questions, is that let us continue to connect, right? You meet people here. I don't want it to be like the next time you talk to them will be next month when you meet them in the community like this. Connect on LinkedIn, connect via whatever platform you want to connect. Talk about, ideas, talk about emerging tech, talk about project management, talk about what matters to you. And that is why what some of us are doing, for example, every time I talk to Patrick, to Pamela, to Mary, to Femi, we don't only socialize, we also talk about some of these ideas. And that is where every time I speak to them, there is one or two things I'm taking away. So let's truly connect. Let's truly connect and collaborate so that we can become better in what we do. So this is our PDU code for this session. And I guess that will be one of the last slides that I will share with us today. I am looking forward to a great 2025. This is the first meeting, the town hall meeting, where it's just more like a community family meeting. Let me call it that way, because we like family meetings in Africa. It's a family meeting. We have a glimpse of what the year is going to be like. We've heard from you what you want to see in the year, right? And so we're going to curate this and make it happen. So let's show up. Let me put it this way. Our promises, once a month, we will show up here, bring subject matter experts, in the industry, so that they can share what is happening in their world with you. And the truth of the matter is, most of the time, these people, in 1 hour or 1.5 hours they spend with us, they are sharing nuggets that it takes them 10, 15, 20 years, right, to come together with. So you're going away, always going away with golden nuggets. So I hope to continue to see you here. Of course, if you want to connect, you know where to find me. I'm LinkedIn as well. Please connect with me. And other avenues as well. This video will be on our YouTube channel. sometime this week, or latest by weekend, once I've been able to download it, or one of our volunteers help with that, and you can refer back to it, so that by the end of the year, November, we are like, okay, how did we go with some of the topics that we identified this year? Then we can continue to look at how much we have achieved, All right, so I guess that will be it for this session. I hope you got something out of today's session, and I am looking forward to a great 2025. I believe so. Are you? You're looking forward to it as well. Till next month, that will be on March 19, when we'll be speaking, or Grace will be speaking with us. I want to tell you, keep swinging and keep winning. Thank you, everyone, and have a very, very wonderful day. Okay, let's stop.